The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Four down.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a second down throw for Cousins. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
There goes 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. A handoff to Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Working from the gun. Manning. He'll let it go deep. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. 32 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go play action. Cousins. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd down, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Zebra. What? Blue 88. Zebra.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file away for the future.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Cousins going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 57 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Throwing is Cousins. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. Toe bash. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Manning. And this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Zebra. Hey, gun. Wait.
From the gun, it's Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Sherrills. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
All right, now here we go. Shift.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lucky 50. Lucky 50. Where's your hot?
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Go 56. 27's a Sam. 27's a Sam. Right there. 54, right there. Hey, gun. Hey, go 56. 27's a Sam. 27's a Sam.
The toss out to Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
It's real simple. Sometimes you just have to know when to cut your losses. I mean, to continue to retreat and go backwards, not a good idea. The one silver lining, where the ball is placed, it's really still in a spot for normal punt formation. Not backed up, not where it has to be quick. The punter has to alter his steps. Now you can probably go through his normal stuff. If they protect well, they can punt it out there and help themselves with a little field position.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Zebra.
Shotgun now for Manning. He finds Beckham complete. A Giant first down. Manning to an open Beckham.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Zebra.
From the gun, Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Following the interception, Cousins finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And barely able to knock it through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they boot it through, and now we're all square after 2 quarters of play.
And what's that great term you taught me? They're level, right? They got back to level. Now they get to go back in the locker room, regroup, and start over in the second half.
So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And now out come the Giants. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Manning. He finds Coleman. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. They go play action here on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam. Zebra.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Manning going to try and throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is
He's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. On first down, Murray. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Here's Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 62 yards. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there, taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And they got the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing now is Manning. And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Manning. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Manning. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Now they'll run. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Cousins now. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
26, 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Manning. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 5. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Working from the gun, Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now Cousins. Flush, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5 all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Zebra. Hey, go 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Zebra.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Zebra. Gun.
Back to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones
Your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Gun.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put.
Zebra.
Now Manning, gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. So instead of the incredibly obvious choice of trying to punt it out near midfield, now they've left their defense with no margin for error.
No, 0. And I don't care how much confidence you have in your defense. I don't care if you say, hey, I'm going to be aggressive because those guys can pick me up. You really put them in an impossible situation because at the least you're giving up 3 in that situation, right? So I would have punted the ball out of there and given them a little bit of a cushion.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in